Hey guys, welcome to PCube, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today we are going to listen to one of my favorite songs from Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. And I'm very excited for it because it's on my playlist. I always listen to it. But based on my experience in this channel, every time that I just sit down and actively listen to my favorite songs here, I just realized that I never listened to them completely like that and like so carefully like that. So I'm very excited to hear it like that, very actively and very like carefully. And the funny thing is that this song is exactly in my playlist is exactly after the Inter Sandman, because I added the Metallica songs just like after each other. And every time I'm in the vibe or in the mood for Inter Sandman and something like really hyped, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to listen to that. And then after that, this comes, and it happened so many times that I had to skip it, even though I really love the song. But it never happens that I at the same time I'm in the mood for this song and also Inter Sandman. It's either this I'm in the mood for this song or the other. So here we go.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters.
Wow, I can already see that this is going to be different after I listen to it, because I never realized that if I heard it right now, I think I never realized that in the intro they use like the flageolet technique in on the guitar, and it gives it such a special and fragile and emotional and intimate kind of vibe, and it's you can already see and here that is so different than other songs of Metallica. I don't know all of the songs of Metallica, but I mean, based on like couple songs that I've heard from them, you can hear that it's completely different and completely more intimate and emotional. And they from the intro even and the sounds and the techniques that they are using, you can uh, see that it's something different.
And nothing else matters. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know
the thing that is one of my favorite things in this song, every time I listen to it, I've listened to it like a couple times, probably not as many times as you, but sometimes it comes up, and
Definitely.
I absolutely love this song, especially like, because as you said, it's kind of on the softer side of this group, is not as aggressive, so it's very interesting to see like sometimes these like really like heavy rock and roll or like metal groups, they have kind of like
Metal.
such a soft side. But the thing that I really love about it, and I feel like it just like really sucks you in as the song goes, is the structure of the instruments as they go. Like we listen to, I feel like a couple verses and the chorus and like the climax of it, and then it was gonna go back to kind of like that restrained mood. But it was very interesting that it started so minimal and so intimate with just like a solo guitar, and then the voice was added and the drums was added, and then a little bit after that there was like a little subtle entrance of the guitar, the electric guitar, which you had to kind of like listen carefully to hear it because it was so subtle, but at the same time it added a lot of weight as all these instruments like entered one by one. So I really loved that. And then once it got to the climax, obviously it just like everything grew bigger and bigger. But I love that even in the verses, building it up before the climax, there is kind of like a structure going into that. So that was really really cool.
But I know so close, no matter how far, it couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know. But I never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they say, never cared for games they play, never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know. And I know,
Yeah, I was enjoying the song so much that I forgot that I forgot
Yeah,
about
I was-
it. No, I hope
Yeah,
we stay
all
on
the
with
time.
this. Yeah.
All the time I was like, oh, I want to say that. Oh, I want to. Oh, I have to say that. And then all of
sorry.
them were like,
I was so deep in my thoughts, like just listening to it, like
Yeah.
all the details that they were doing, but also like deep in my thought, I was like, oh, the song is ending.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
But I have so much to say. And first of all, I cannot say how much I love this song. And now even more because I'm listening really carefully and I'm seeing exactly all the details that you're saying. First of all, it's so crazy that a band like Metallica, with that kind of a music that they make, they can, you know, I think it's one of their like few tries to make this kind of intimate songs. I mean, again, I didn't listen to all of the Metallica songs, but based on what I've heard until now, I can say that it's one of their like fewer like this kind of mellow or intimate songs. And it's so crazy that they're just on point, and they just did it as like their whole life. They just made like this kind of music, and you can see it in some of the exactly like metal bands, or like the bands that make more crazier music, that they have one or two exactly like songs on the softer side. But at least in my taste, they never got this beautiful as this song is, or this perfect as this song. I will go details what exactly makes it like that. But it's like a person that you see that it's very tough, like a gangster, or like something, you know, very like muscly and very tough, and you see like, you know, no emotions, or you see emotions but not like intimate emotions. And then you open it's like a closed book, and then you open them, or you talk to them, or like they start opening up, and they see how beautiful their inside is. And exactly when he said never opened myself this way, or something like that, you could see that, okay, it's like you opened up Metallica, which is like you saw their tough side, and then you see how many emotions and how much beauty comes out of this from their softer side. And for example, the beginning, and also it comes later. I think every time that they say so close, no matter how far, the intimate sound that the singer is using, and the kind of like, it's like, I don't know, the softness that is in his voice. You cannot believe that it's the same person that, for example, sang like Enter Sandman. And it's just, you know, like perfect for his singing, that you're like, yeah, it's his style, definitely. He never does this like scratchy voice ever. And the fact that they used it with these lyrics, that so close, no matter how far, it gives you exactly this feeling of closeness with this voice. It's like somebody is whispering in your ear. And then later, even when he uses like this scratchy or like tougher voice that he usually uses, it's not at all the same vibe that he uses. It's like he uses the scratchiness but in a soft way. It's the same, but it has completely different feeling to it, and like softness to it. And yeah, that's one of the details that it's so crazy that they just on point and perfect for this intimate song. It's the kind of voice character that he's using in each verse, and it's different, but it's had all this intimate feeling.
And I know, yeah.
just beautiful. So beautiful. Well, there was a place that I wanted to also talk about, or just like take my attention or everybody's attention to the place it was in the middle, but I didn't want to like break the flow so much during the song, and I waited until now. I want to listen to it one more time together, and just look. It's the part of the it's a guitar, like not solo. It's like more like a bridge, but it's the guitar alone, and it's like it's the most. It's nothing like really an emotional melody, or it doesn't try to be like emotional and romantic or something. It reminds me of a little Beethoven, because he's also like, when you listen to his pieces, it's so much emotion in it, but in a very elegant way that it's not in your face. It's just like somebody is just sitting, and like you cannot see the emotions in his face or her face, but it's full of emotion, and it's like even the deeper emotion, you can feel the deeper emotions as a person who just just shows emotion every time. And this is like it's nothing really special, and no like exactly like intimate melody or something, but just this simple like going up and then going to the like the middle part again, and then go up, and then just this gives me chills. I don't know, you can just play and
Yeah,
we
sure.
can yeah. I think yeah.
I never
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
until
right.
now. Yeah, it's like somebody is sitting and it's alone. It has this loneliness feeling, and
Yeah.
you have full of emotion, but nobody can obviously see from the outside. But it's just so beautiful. This
Yeah,
part is so
it
beautiful.
really gives me the feeling of, as you said, kind of like elegant, lonely, like it kind of like a longing feeling. I think he is just like desiring something that is obviously not attainable, but at the same time he doesn't want to kind of like break his, I don't know, pride or something. He doesn't want to like be too vulnerable, like show it a lot. So it's just like all very introvert, very like inside you, that is just like you really want something. I feel like that can be applied to that kind of feeling for basically like the whole song, the lyrics and everything, but specifically the intro, the wherever like there is like the guitar coming, except for, I feel like, except for the last guitar solo that was like the electric guitar, everywhere else that is just has like those little guitar moments that really, I feel like that just fits perfectly that kind of emotion. And I feel like it's also very relatable, because even though in this song specifically they're talking about because they're on the road all the time, and obviously they're missing that connection with the person, but I feel like that's a very universal theme. You don't have to be on the road to kind of feel that, and I feel like that's why like a lot of people are really like get this song, because they're always craving that connection, and then that isolation that is just like sometimes killing you, but it's just yeah, you can't do anything about it. So I feel like the theme of this song is very universal and very relatable in that matter. Yeah, and then I honestly don't have much to say about this song, because I sometimes, when it's very beautiful and it's very touching, I just find it hard to really think. But I'm happy that, like, I know that you enjoyed it a lot. The thing that I think I talked about in a little the first half of the video, but it later on kind of like amplified even more, was the fact that how like contrasting the sections were, but at the same time so cohesive. So at the like the beginning parts of it, the music itself and his like voice character that you talked about was so like very intimate and very like, I don't know, like very like introspective, very like it just like inner thoughts and inner feelings. And then as the song went by, even though we had climaxes, the climaxes were not like explosive or chaotic. It still had that like transparency in them. I feel like with songs with that or bands with that, sometimes the climaxes can just go all over the place and kind of become chaotic, which is part of the song. But in this one, it didn't happen. So it went kind of from like very like minimal and very like intimate. It still had that feeling, but like amplified, kind of like with a bigger sound, a fuller sound because of all those extra layers added, but also his voice that kind of like changed character throughout the song. So that's very, because when you don't think about it, it just also sounds so natural. It's a very natural flow. And even though the song is like 6.5 minutes, the whole thing, it just feels like one breath, like the whole song. But it's interesting that you really like, if you think about the sections, it just has those little and subtle differences that makes it so beautiful. So yeah, that was very cool. I'm honestly so happy that even though we knew the song, we actually like did that. I know yet that you thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you hope you guys enjoyed this as well, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a buy me a coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.